Welcome to Session 21, the start of our economics unit. Economics can sound intimidating, but it all begins with one simple idea. We can't have everything, so we have to choose. By the end, you'll see why scarcity forces every economic choice, understand opportunity cost and the four factors of production, and be able to compare the four main economic systems. The whole field of economics grows from one problem: scarcity. Human wants are unlimited, but our resources, time, money, land, workers, are limited. Because everything is scarce, every society has to make choices. And economists boil those choices down to three big questions. What should be produced? How should it be produced? By hand or by machine? And for whom? Who actually gets what's made? Different economic systems answer these three questions in very different ways. Once you accept scarcity, the next idea follows naturally. Opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative you give up whenever you make a choice. Say you have $1,000. If you spend it on rent, the opportunity cost is the used car you could have bought instead. It's not just about money. It includes your time and effort too. Nations face this too. When a country uses its steel for tanks, the opportunity cost is the bridges and cars that steel could have built. The classic guns versus butter trade-off. To produce anything, an economy needs inputs, and economists group them into four factors of production. First, land. All the natural resources, like soil, oil, water, and timber. Second, labor. Human effort, from factory workers to engineers. Third, capital. The human-made tools used to produce things, like machines, factories, and trucks. Fourth, entrepreneurship. The person who combines land, labor, and capital, and takes the financial risk to start a business. Now, a common GED trap. In economics, capital means physical tools and equipment, not money. The money to buy a factory is financial capital. The factory itself is the real physical capital. Societies organize their economies in four main ways. A traditional economy runs on custom and habit. Think subsistence farming, where roles pass down through generations. A command economy has the central government making all the big decisions, like North Korea. A market economy, capitalism, lets individual buyers and sellers decide through prices and competition. And a mixed economy blends the two, private business plus government regulation. And that's what the United States is, a mixed economy, mostly market-driven, but with a real government role through things like minimum wage, Social Security, and public schools. So how does a market economy actually hang together? The circular flow model shows it. There are two main players: households, that's us, and businesses. Households provide the resources, labor, land, and capital, to businesses. In return, businesses pay them wages, rent, and profit. That income becomes the money households spend. So money keeps moving in a circle. Income becomes spending, spending becomes business revenue, and revenue becomes income again. That's why when people stop spending in a recession, the whole economy slows down. Let's test it. A student chooses a year of college over buying a car to commute to a job. What is the opportunity cost of that decision? Pause and choose. The answer is A. Opportunity cost is the next best alternative given up. Here, the car she didn't buy, plus the income from the job she can't now commute to. Don't confuse it with the tuition she paid. That's the actual cost of college, not the opportunity cost. And remember, every choice has an opportunity cost, even a smart one. Let's recap Session 21. Scarcity, unlimited wants but limited resources, forces every society to choose. Every choice carries an opportunity cost, the next best alternative you give up. Production needs four factors: land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. Societies use four systems: traditional, command, market, and mixed. And the US is mixed. And the circular flow model shows money looping between households and businesses.